So this was the second time that my internet failed. I don't know what is happening today. I'm sorry. Do you already see me again? I hope now it's working. It's working for me. Thank you, Suthi. I don't know what's happening today with my internet. I'm going to play the racing horse while people still. There was, I noticed that there was some viewers before, and because my connection it was lost. Hello everyone, if someone is seeing me. I know Susie is there, but not sure who else is there. Okay, this is the racing horse. Let's see, the last time I did some progress in the second part, so let's see this. I'm going to try that part a bit slower. I'm getting it. I just need a little bit more of practice at a slower tempo. Okay, I'm going to play this part, only that part, for a few times in a row, and to see if I can do it. there is this part that is a bit tricky because it goes too much here. Okay, I'm going to try with the full speed. Okay, I need a little change. Playing the same thing so many times, it doesn't work really for me. I need some change or I start getting it wrong. Okay, it's going much better. I didn't expect to play. When I started playing this song, I thought that it would take me forever to play that part, but it's going good. Okay, I'm going to play now something slower. Something slower and that I don't need to check the sheet music. feel like I want to try playing something just with my ear, and for the people who is watching this kind of stream for first time and such, it is normal in my streams that sometimes I just pick a song and try to play it and just using my ear to play it. Thank you, Suthi. Let's see what you get in the musical chest. Suthi opens the musical instruments chest and finds a tampura. Congratulations. Tampura, I think this is an Indian instrument. Let me remember. Tampura, yes. An instrument from India. A kind of guitar. So you can imagine how this. So what I was saying. I want to play one track by ear. Just a moment so I can especially the part in the beginning that I need to write it. I like this track and I would love to play it, but that first part. I'm going to play something else. Is the background music an MP3 though, or it is lossless? Because that makes big difference to the stream. You should try and use lossless only to avoid multiple encodings, like your playing is lossless and only gets encoded once. Honestly, I'm streaming with my phone, so the background music is an MP3 and it's coming from the speakers. I know that this is not the best setting, but it's what I have, and for now honestly it's not in my priority to upgrade because I have other things with more priority for now. So yes, I understand your point. I would like to upgrade my equipment sometimes. Try and find flags. Yes, but it's hard, especially because let me explain, because the music that I usually play, excluding the typical movie soundtrack and such, um, is already pretty hard to find as MP3. I have a huge lossless collection. I get it, it's hard. Yes, but what I mean is that the music that I play, like the Chinese music or that one that I was just playing, and it is very hard to find as MP3, so I just don't bother searching for other formats. You understand me, right? Um, Very hard to find some of it. Even finding as MIDI, it's very hard. And if you know, I play Erhu, but my collection of Chinese music is very small. And for example, I have an Ulusi. In fact, I can show it because I have it close. I have this instrument, another kind of Chinese flute, and I don't know a single song to play with this. So you can imagine how hard it can be. And most of the songs that I play, on Erhu, I have just arranged it by myself. You can probably find the music in torrents. It's even like that, it's hard because, for example, when trying to find music to learn, I had to search in Chinese. So I will have to search for torrents in Chinese. It's pretty hard. I think I just have one that is lossless, like one album that is lossless, but it only contains like 5 or 6 tracks, so it's pretty hard to find. But yes, I really understand it. But even if I find my equipment, I admit that my equipment for streaming is not the best. It's like very basic. I just use the phone. In fact, I even have basic speakers because what I use for making music, I use headphones. So still, your playing sounds good to it being lost level. If you think that my playing sounds good, and I am just streaming with the phone, and I have bad acoustics in my bedroom, if I use a good microphone and I play in a better room, it will sound much better. I have in fact tried to play Erhu in the bathroom and it sounds much better. And also when I have tested with some microphones, I feel that the microphone can get the sound of the Erhu much better. Maybe this is also because when I use microphone, the microphone is very close to the sound box. But also, God, I have heard about it playing in the bathroom. The acoustics were yes, the acoustics are great, but playing in the bathroom is pretty uncomfortable, and so it is something that I need to think, because also I wouldn't like to string with a very complex setting, because I just get let me find the word, a little cramped. The problem for me for having a kind of good setting is that I need so much equipment that it's not only about how expensive it can be. It is also that so many tools makes me feel stressed. Like for example, when one of the reasons why I don't do this metal Erhu stream so often, it is because I need to connect the a microphone tied to the sound box. Then that microphone goes to the electric pedals, the electric pedals to the amplifier, and it's a mess in here, and it makes me feel stressed. So I just prefer just I turn on the phone. I don't have any wires around here. It's just me playing Erhu and just streaming myself like that, and not no need of anything else. I know that this doesn't give the best quality, so I agree that I should think in something to make the sound to be better, even if it is just a microphone, even if I don't know, some way. The technical aspects are just as difficult as the musical. I am a music nerd in many ways, the technical expert, so I have one half of the equation. Yes, I understand you. But as I say, it's not only to figure how to best stream. I think for me, I will need to figure how to stream the best with the less equipment possible. Because one of the things that I noticed that I love is when I stream it in my bed. Like I awake very early for life reasons, and sometimes I just awake at like 4 a.m. In my time. It's night, everyone is sleeping, and I don't even want to turn on the computer. I just want to sit in my bed and play Erhu, and that's all, nothing else. And the phone is handy for that because I just have to go to Twitch, clicking stream, and that's all. I don't need anything else. And I love that because it makes me feel that I don't depend of tools to enjoy playing music and also sharing the music with people. Even if the music that I'm sharing is not the best quality in sound, but I don't know, it feels more natural like, after all. It's a matter of preferences, I think. I suppose sometimes people want to attend to streams that have a lot of effects that even myself, I like this kind of streams too. In fact, one just a random shout out, because why not? Probably you know him already, but for example, this one, that the streamer that in fact is online now. For me, it's a genius. It's wonderful. It's like a one-man band, but literal. It has a lot of tools, and he does everything, and the quality is wonderful also because it's like when he does the music on stream, it has quality good enough to be like ready for an album. For at least that is my opinion. Uh, so I also enjoy that kind of streams, but at the same time I also enjoy the streams that feels more natural. I think it's just matter of how you feel, how you feel in your mood, or what you want at that specific day. I don't know. As I say, sometimes I just want to sit in bed and not even turn on the computer, don't play any song, any specific song, just play random things. Other times I might prefer to connect all the electric things and play some metal Erhu, so it's just a matter of preference. Because right now, if I go now, it messes this one, and I only have a teeny bit of bandwidth available currently. Yes, don't worry. And I don't know also what happened in me today with the internet. This is the third time I start the stream because I got lost connection. So um, just saying, in case if I lose again the connection, you can just go to Goiko Music, because most likely I will rate him today. And if I lose the connection again, I won't come back because it will be the third time, and I don't want to be restarting all the time. It's bad for health and streaming. Yes, but I have the Wi-Fi next to me, so I just don't know. But still, you say that the sound of the Erhu is fine on the stream, so that's good enough for me. I wonder if I could add some kind of teeny reverb with the phone, but I don't know. I live in an apartment with 35 people. Routers crossing into my space a problem for sure, even to an expert. Yes, I can imagine that. So one router right next to you is about the same radiation. Yes. It is next to me and it is connected to the PC, but still I get lost connection sometimes. So it's definitely problem of my internet company. Oh, I was when I was playing the other song, I was thinking I want to play the main theme of that one. So you're one. Oh, by the way, I just forgot. The song list is opened always, so if you want to request anything specific, you can always do. I'm going to play the Asta main theme. Asta is a game that was closed many years ago, and it has a wonderful music. Let me prepare. So that is the Asta main theme. I wish I could make some way that you could listen the music the same way that as I listen to it. I know that I could do that if I stream from the computer, but I don't have a webcam, so. And also, I suppose that unless I get a very good webcam, the quality of the sound might not be the best for the Erhu. So I just wish it would be perfect if I could use both the phone and the computer to stream at the same time. Because another bad thing about streaming with the phone is that all the alerts are not active. So, but still, I prefer streaming with the phone just because it's much more comfortable. It's hard to make notes so high in that string. Thank you for the emotes, guys. Play. that was a song called Conquer, and this is one of those songs that you wouldn't find in the internet because not this version because um, I just got this from a random CD. I might even have it here, so I can show. I like playing with the lights off because it's more relaxing for me. But let me show this. So this I got this uh, from a second-hand store from a random person selling it in one of these second-hand websites here in Spain, and I tried to get but I tried to get the translation of that CD to know who recorded it, the artists, the musicians, and such. And apparently, in that CD, there is no information about that. So, I have no way to. Like, if you try to find the songs in that CD in the internet, I have no idea how you can. Because, for example, many of these songs scan it into computer and then just translate. I know Chinese people, and my partner is Chinese, and in that CD there is no information about that. I have had people translating me the things that appear in here, and there isn't any information about the artist, and it just says Erhu songs to play in the car and the translation of the titles, and that's all. It doesn't say anything about who is the Erhu player, where is what recorded. No idea. So I think I have that CD, and it's kind of a relic because I got it from a random person, and that person wasn't the artist because no idea also where this person got it. Guess you have artistic freedom then to improvise a bit. Yes, in fact, that song that I was playing, the last, I play it just with my ear. It's not an original song exactly because it is based in a pop song. But to find and also in that CD there are other songs that are classical from traditional Chinese music, but finding sheet music for all of that it's hard. So, but there is a good thing about Erhu and songs of Erhu, and it is that as it just has two strings, it's generally very easy for me at least to play just with my ear, except if it is a very fast song, obviously. But so, for example, for that one, it was very easy for me to figure out how to play it on Erhu. But Carlos Blair, now that you were talking about lossless tracks, do you really notice the difference between, for example, WoW and MP3? Because I don't, and even with high quality equipment, I don't. I'm talking about MP3 at 320, like. If you understand what I mean. Personally, I don't get the difference between that and WoW. Yes, mm, I researched a lot about about this stuff, obviously, because I produce my own music. And well, in the past, I had no idea about this, but I always exported my songs as MP3 3020, and I have done it anyway. Um, in the future, even after researching, it's more than just it's doubling code. Mm, yes, I suppose audiophilus will know this, but um, maybe what I'm going to say might be controversial for people who use lossless, but as a producer myself for my own music, I think personally I don't care if I use the MP3 3020, because many reasons. There are many reasons that I prefer that instead WoW. Um, One of the main reasons is that I produce a lot of music, and having and I have had this experience because I have composed music for a film, and they asked me, yes, money RAM is super cheap. Not exactly RAM. What do you mean by RAM? You mean that WoW consume more resources in the PC? Yes, memory is my main issue. I have had the experience working with WoW because I was composing the music for a film, and they asked me to deliver the tracks as WoW. And honestly, I just did it because they said to me, but in comparison with the space in the hard drive, mm, for me, I'm going to say it directly. For me, it's a waste. And I say this as a musician. Flag is better. Wave is proprietary, means owned by a company. Yes, I understand, but mm, but Flag is also lossless, so it also requires a lot of space, I suppose. I haven't had many Flag files to compare, so I'm not very sure. Um, but from my perspective, and I'm just saying this for me. Mm, is that I'm But do you really notice the difference between that and MP3? When I say MP3, I mean only the MP3 320. I don't mean with less resolution. I'm not sure if it is said like that. Yes, in between you can know this. Honestly, I can't. If I'm going to be honest, but also I think even if I notice, um, I'm a person that, as composer and as musician, I consume a lot of music, and compose and produce a lot of music. So have all this in that kind of quality, I will need hundreds of hard drives probably. And so there is only a few sound cards on the market even today I can handle. I suppose yes, I will have to hear, but even even if I notice, I think that um, I will still prefer to have the music like that, mostly because I'm thinking how to say it, because it's a very interesting topic. A Mozart modern shotgun can at least play 24 bits. Mm, I'm really trying to think how to say. Sorry, but English is not my native language, and I have never talked about this topic with anyone. Uh, I feel, it's curious that I say this as a musician, but I feel that um, there is no music needed to be at no there is no music worth to be listened at the best quality. Do you understand my point? It's like, um, is there really a reason to have the best quality? It's like, um, I'm really thinking about this. Like when you watch an old movie, for example, they didn't have. You think the difference is super small. I'm not audiophile too, and I prefer only the top. Yes, yes. I understand this, and it's fine, and as your preference, but I'm just talking my point of view. We are here talking about our points of view, and it's fine that you prefer only the top. In my opinion, I just don't care. Even if of course, I don't want to listen at very bad quality, but if it is good enough quality, that's good enough for me. Yes, we are both entitled to have a viewpoint. Yes, yes, this is not a matter of who is right or wrong. You are right, and I am also right, and you understand my point. And there's we are not here trying to see who is right. It's just my point of view. It's like, I for example, a track that is 3 minutes long, and it doesn't matter for me if I listen it at 90% quality or 10% quality. It doesn't matter for me as long as it sounds good. It doesn't matter. Um, so that's basically the issue. And I remember one moment, especially in these years as musician, because um, I spent I have been composing and producing music for 10 years, more than 10 years now, and besides all the tech stuff comes with expertise. Yes, of course. So I was saying, I am doing music for many years, and for these years, um, I had a bad equipment, and it was very late when I bought my first kind of studio headphones. I started out using tapes ages ago and MP3. Yes, and also the tapes. The tapes is another interesting topic, but let's put some order. With was silly and then, and I sold off stupid CDs and lost CD. It's the tapes is another interesting topic. But I was saying, um, the first time that I listened to an album that I composed in 2016. When I bought the studio headphones, the first music that I listened was that specific album, and I was very impressed because it sounded very very good, and at least for me, and I was surprised because I just thought, how could I do this mix like this, like sounding so good, with the bad equipment that I had when I did the mix. Um, I hope I'm explaining good enough. So, um, I agree that with good equipment I will notice difference, because as I was saying, I had a bad speakers, and when I tried to listen to my own music with a studio headphones, the quality was amazing, was just very very different from the bad speakers that I had before. uh, but I also think how about the difference um, with this lossless and MP3, because with those studio headphones I have listened MP3 and wow, and I really don't see any difference. And I have tried. I trust me that I have tried, but I don't. I don't. And as I was saying, if I could produce and mix music with bad equipment, and later I listened to this music with the studio headphones and it sounded wonderful, uh, why I need more? That is just my perspective, and I completely understand that you prefer the top. And honestly, I think you are the first person that I have met that has that big point of preferring the top and being audiophile, and it's interesting for me. And about the tapes, it's interesting because many years ago, in my beginnings, I did some black metal, some atmospheric black metal albums, and around this moment, um, the bands enjoy to put their their music in tapes. And in fact, I was offered by a label to have one of my albums as tapes, but I declined it because I thought that I don't want that this label spend the money and the resources in an album that probably they won't, in producing so many tapes that probably won't be sold. But it is something that probably in the future I would like doing, even if just very very small, like releasing an album as tapes. It's cute for me. This is where that I even am one as mentioned before. I am a musical love in some way. It's fine. Um, I suppose there when Twitch finally goes flag coded, that will be the day. But probably if you have bad connection, then you won't be able to watch. It has happened to me already with video, that people stream with video, and with video that is very good quality, and mm, it's loading all the time for me, and I just can't watch the stream. Yes, you could care less about the video quality, but you understand that there must be a lot of people. Yes, yes, but you I'm sure you understand that there must be a lot of people who care a lot about video quality, because then why there are, especially the biggest people, streamer care about that, yes, but I think that viewers also care about that. I'm talking in general, because if not, then why? Why streamer care about that if the public don't care? It doesn't make much sense. But I also think that it could be a black screen audio, and I will be happy with that. Yes, and same for me. Most of the times, and I know that other people also do this, just open streams or videos or whatever, and just for listening, and they don't watch, just listening. So yeah, and I have done that. You know that you can um, close the video and only let the audio in Twitch, because I discovered it some little time ago. That option exists. I discovered it some days ago, I think. I was in composite stream and it was buffering and loading the video all the time because the quality of the video was good, and I found an option to remove the video, and then I could just listen and there was no video, only audio. That option exists. I can't say now because I am streaming with the phone, but that option exists. Maybe you can find it easily. Yes, take a look because it exists. Yes, you're welcome. It is a handy option also for me. I use the official tweet app. I also I also use the official Twitch app on Windows 10. That I have no idea about. You mean on the PC, right? On the computer, I have no idea how to do this. I did it in my phone, and my phone is Android, so I don't know if if the official Twitch app for Windows 10 is the same. Setting and audio only. Oh, thank you, Susie. Yes, it's a big desktop. I have no idea how it is in PC, but in phone it is as Susie you said. Setting and audio only. Then maybe you can find it like that. Go to settings and audio only. It's wonderful that you say that you can't care less about the video, because as I was saying before, I enjoy streaming in the darkness because it relaxes me a lot. In fact, when I stream it at night, um, I hadn't any lights, and I put some this kind of Christmas lights behind me, only that. Or you said some kind of, I don't know if I have if I have it. I have also some kind of small lights, kind of lanterns, like use it for decorations and such. I also use that. I need to prepare for bed. I have work to do one together. Sure, it's fine. And yes, I also want to get up early tomorrow. Sure, that's fine. I also started at. I am already 2 hours and a half streaming, so probably I will finish in 15 minutes or so. I know what I'm going to play now. So I think I'm going to finish the stream now. And thank you everyone for for being there. And as Goiko music went offline, I'm going to rate half flutes. He came before and my connection failed and so he couldn't come again. But he came for a bit and so I think he deserves a rate. But Caress Blair, when if you can, if you have the chance, well, just follow Goiko music as I said before. He's a wonderful musician and he has a lot of tools. I admit that I will be stressed having so many tools in my studio, but at the same time I think it's very cool and I would love to try something like that if possible, but only like a guest. Like maybe if in the future I know a person in person that I can visit his or her studio and that person has a lot of things like that, I would love to try. But for me, like, having all those tools for me, I think I will feel stressed. But you should take a look to him because it's wonderful. It's the literal definition of one man band. So I'm going to rate Hal Flutes. Let's go. Thank you again and see you next time. Probably we will meet in another streamer in the next day.